3, 2. You can start sharing your screen too. Yo, what is up, everybody who is live once again with us? Welcome to another episode of the Beat Lounge. I'm sorry for that playback, but welcome everybody to another very exciting day in the Beat Lounge. And once again, I'm joined here by my partner, Mr.
SIKKY Beats. How's it going?
Yeah, doing good, man. Doing good. We are on number 7 in the podcast. This is extreme, man. We've been doing. This is becoming a great series. Number 7, like you know, what's funny? It's lucky number 7, and today we're gonna be doing a little bit something different for you guys. Today we're gonna be actually incorporating a little bit of a beat review for you guys, because you guys have been saying you want that honest, straight up, no holds bar, haymaker punch throwing opinions and constructive criticism, and you just wanted SIKKY Beats on the stream as always, because y'all love him so much, don't y'all? Yay!
Jokes.
Oh man. So today we're going to be talking about a few little things. I'm bringing up my notes, and we are going to be talking about a few little things. We're going to do like a segment where we talk a little bit, and then we're going to get to the beat reviews. But how the beat review is going to be done today is that we are going to be doing, it's going to be a random beat review. So you send it in. The link is, the new email is in the description below. It's tblbeatreviews@gmail.com. Like I said, it's in the below, so you can type it exactly what it is. But it's going to be random, which means it's not going to be in order, meaning we got a system set up, and we're using a certain website to where it is. I didn't show our faces. Using a certain website to where it's going to randomize everything, so it's randomly picked. No favoritism. We're not picking nobody over anybody. It's all random juice. So you ain't got to worry if you don't get, if you don't get picked today, it's because you were just not in a random poll today. So I do apologize if you don't get picked. So if you want to submit a beat, feel free. The email's still going. You can send in whatever. It don't really matter, because it's all gonna be random. And like I said, we're not going in order. So SIKKY, how have you been doing, man?
I'm not doing good.
Oh Lord.
I'm just kidding. I'm doing great. I went shopping this week, and I got a whole bunch of equipment to play around with, and that was good.
That's what's up. So yeah, that's what's up. And also, another thing, we do have our website is live at the moment. We have the link in the description below. We're waiting on a few little things to go through with domain names, but the website is ready. If you guys want to go there, it'd be nice. Do we have a coupon code for them? Do we set one up? I don't remember. Did we?
You know what?
Why don't we?
I can make one up real quick.
Yeah, get these guys a discount on our website. And also, we got free stuff. We got 2. We actually had 3 free products. 1 we brought back, and we got 2 brand new free products for you guys on our website. So definitely check that out. And if you stay around to the end, we will give you guys a coupon code. For some big, we'll give you a nice little coupon code for our brand new website. But like I said, if you want to go ahead and check it out now, the link's in the description below. It's nice, well done. Mr. SIKKY Beats did his thing. Me and him stayed up for we were working 3 hours a day on this website for a whole week. So show us some love. Definitely check it out. Download the stuff. We need to see, buy some stuff from it, download stuff from. Just check it out. Let us know what you think, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. But anyway, today's topic is going to be about. We got 2 little topics. One is how to prepare your songs. We got a huge checklist on why you should do all this stuff, and how to send stuff to artists, and collaborate with other artists out there, because you guys really want to know that. So we got good bit of stuff to talk about today. So I hope you guys are ready for an earful, and y'all do love this. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Already we got 46 people in the building. Dang, we y'all just show us so much love. We love you guys, man. Love you guys.
They're just in for a treat today.
Oh yeah, they want the beat review. They want the coupon code. They want to check it. They want the free stuff. But hey, it's all good as long as you guys are here. We are happy. So can you guys hear us both good? Because I'm trying a new setup for the review. Can you speak one time, SIKKY, for me?
Hello.
Yeah, so we got this new setup going on where, cause I know y'all been saying, Slim, your voice is like fucking low as hell. Turn your shit up, man. Turn your headphones up. So, yeah, I'll make sure I'm nice and loud and booming for everybody today. Oh, y'all remember this? Hold on, where is it? I'm killing real quick. Where is it? Gotta do it, have a little fun real quick while we get. We do it.
What a goof.
Hello, everybody. This is your boy Slimtron. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna play around with that. Anyway, hope you guys are ready. All right, so let's get ready to the topic. I see you over there typing away. You're getting that coupon code ready for them guys. Hope you guys are ready for that because, we love to give you guys good stuff, good shit. All right, so shout out to everybody who's up in here. No more beat battles.
Right,
Yes, there are beat battles. If you stay tuned, we're gonna do half and half. So please stay tuned. Stay tuned. Like I said, the reason I haven't been doing so many beat battles because it's really not been helping you guys out. I'm not saying it definitely helped you out, but a lot of you guys haven't been really taking the criticism and the help and really applying it to your beats. So therefore, it's like I wanted to make you, and you asked me to make videos to show you exactly how to do this stuff and how to improve. That's why I've been doing more tutorial videos. But like I said, we're going to try this every Sunday type thing where we do our podcast and then maybe a little beat review at the end. Try it out, see if you guys like it. Because, it's going to be fun having two different opinions. And we have a checklist too, a score list. So, yeah, you're going to be graded. And I'm going to tell you right now, this guy right here, he's less friendly than I am. Just give you guys a heads up.
Yeah. But today, so that beat review that we're going to do, actually, let's introduce the topics real quick. Today, we're going to talk about two things. What we're going to be talking about is how to get your songs ready. Once you have a song ready, a checklist that you should follow to kind of, get everything ready for social media, for your artists, your track outs, your marketing, that kind of stuff, something that you should be doing. And then I'm going to talk to you about a new secret sauce that I came up with this week that I think you guys might enjoy. It's about getting your low end super fat and super big. And then we're going to do the beat review. Now, then the beat review, we're going to do Slim's going to randomly pick a couple of songs and he's going to let me know what song I should be listening to. And we're going to, give you constructive criticisms. Now, I'm not going to hold back on anyone, and I don't care if you are upset by the comments I give you on the song because you sent in your music. You should be absolutely ready to hear the worst criticism. I'm just kidding, but we're going to judge you on your mixing, your melody, the way you decorate your songs, your sound selection, your originality and creativity, your marketability, and your arrangement. And we're going to give you an overall score out of 10. So we're going to give you one positive thing that we really like about your song and a couple of things that we think you should work on. Okay. So if you're going to send in your songs, I kid you not, you're going to get a lot of proper feedback. And we really don't care if you're 12 years old or you're just born, or if you're like 50 years old. I don't care.
It is what it is.
We're going to give you reviews the way it is.
Yeah, it's like just
it's the music industry.
Exactly. So let's go ahead and jump into these first topics. Let's talk about a little bit about getting your beats, how you prepare your song, because a lot of you guys, I know it's a lot of guys, they'll make their beat, they'll, mix it a little bit, throw a limiter on it, hit master or whatever, hit render, MP3, go to SoundCloud, and they'll be like, okay, I'm done. I'm going to get famous. That isn't how it works. That's not how it works. You're skipping a bunch of things. Like, I know it's because we got a couple of questions. I've been getting a couple of questions. SIKKY, you've been getting a couple of questions over the week about that. And it's like, so we decided, that'd be a perfect topic to talk about today. So, let's just go over a little bit what we should do, what we should talk about. I'll talk about a few, SIKKY talk about a few. We'll just go back and forth and give you our things.
Okay.
So first off, one thing is before you hit that render, you need to compare your beats or whatever to other songs. Like use reference songs. It's a good idea to do that. And why is that? Because you want to make sure that your stuff is competitive and, has the appropriate levels and volume and all that good mess. That way you guys can, actually, it compares with what you're trying to make, to the genre you're trying to release. If you're trying to make this type of beat, you should compare it to that person's type of beat and see, how does it stack up? And why, and this is like different things. Like SIKKY, you were saying something perfectly when we were making this checklist. You said something about how to compare it. Can you explain that a little bit? How you talking about that?
Comparing, sorry, what were you talking about? Referencing songs?
Yeah, how to reference songs. You talking about how you should go through and listen to like small details like vocals, kicks, snares, bass line, low end, how the frequencies matches. Yeah, you had a great way of saying that.
So like when you're working on a song, let's say you have a song fully done, right? The beat's made. Most people will just master and distribute the song after. But I think what's really important is to kind of match your songs to what you hear, what your favorite artists are. Okay, so if you like Drake, pull up a Drake song and reference how loud are the vocals, how loud is the kick drum, how loud is the snare drum. Is my snare drum louder than the song in that one? How does my mid-range sound? So you can just like filter out on your beat everything in the top and the low end. Listen to the mid-range on your beat. Listen to the mid-range on your reference track. How does your low end sound? How do your high frequency sing? How does your arrangement of your song sound? Are you having like a 4-minute intro before you get into the actual hook? Or is your intro way too short and uninteresting? Or are you not decorating your songs properly? So that kind of stuff. So like pulling up a song, listening to it. I think that's what we talked about, right?
Exactly. What's the other one?
The other thing is like to like reference the song, take the reference song and listen to how loud it is, and how is their overall song a lot brighter than yours? Then if it is brighter, listen to what instrument is brighter. Is their snare cutting through a lot? Okay, then you need to go back into your beat and make sure that your snare drum is cutting through as well. Even though these songs are already mastered and there's some processing done to them, it's a good idea to do a little bit of that. Get your song sounding in the mix, not in the mastering, in the mix, fixing that, because when you're doing the mastering process, right, all you can really do is control the dynamics, control the stereo width, and you can control individual frequencies. Yeah, but when you're in the mixing phase, you can actually turn stuff up and down. So if like in the mastering phase, you're like, oh shit, my hi-hat's too loud. Well, then you can go into your mix phase and just turn the hi-hat down rather than EQing it out. Because when you EQ it out, you take out all the high frequencies in the hi-hat, but you're also taking out all the high frequencies in your snare drum, your vocals, your synths, your bass, whatever it is. If you do it in the mastering, you're affecting everything.
Exactly.
In the mixing phase, you can tackle just that one item at a time. And then we were talking about
that's before we move on. That's a good one that people need to understand that I think a lot of people get mixing and mastering mixed up. They think mastering is all about loudness, and you may put a good point. You can actually make your song sound pretty much done in the mix phase, and when you get to mastering, you do like a little bit of touch up, because that's what mastering is, just like touching stuff up. So that's a good. I like that. Is how you say, do it in the mixing phase. Like get it loud and proud in the mixing phase, and get everything balanced and everything in the mix phase, to where you get the mastering just like a few little tweaks, and it's gonna be just you turn it cold into a diamond. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
it's just like this the mastering phase. I don't know what people's misconception is. The mastering engineers that I've sat in with and seen them work do like half a dB, a tenth of a dB on like 10K. Like I don't hear that. I have a hard time hearing that, really, honestly. But like when I go into the mixing phase, they'll turn the song upside down and they'll turn into something else. Even more if you can, as you go farther into the music creation process, you go from songwriting to production to mixing to mastering. The farther you get into that process, like towards mastering, the less you can do. So if you want to make a really drastic change, if your snare drum's not sounding right, it's not the mix. It's the actual selection, the sound design, the songwriting.
Yes. So sound selection is key. It is key. Okay. What's the next part? Something that I'm trying to read these notes. We got so many notes, man. We go ham when we do our notes. Reference arrangement. Check to see how they arrange their beats, see how they, because I made a video about arrangement that did really well, and you guys really liked that, how I talked about, your arrangement can really make your beat, it can make and break your beat. If it has a good arrangement, if it flows together good. Like I see too many people doing beats where it's just like, they have like a minute long intro, then they have super short verses and a long ass chorus, and like, it's like, it doesn't feel right. It feels off, you know what I'm saying? And it can really turn off, if you're a beat maker or a producer, and that can really turn off the artist and the artist you're trying to listen to, because they're like, what the hell? Unless the artist specifically asks for something like that, do it. If the artist don't, you really need to learn how to arrange your stuff in a certain way. Because like I said, arrangement is the journey that the artist or the listener is taking through your song. So if the journey is, a long, painful ride, they don't want to listen to it. But if it's if they get to the point quick enough, like listen to these big artists, how they they have like short intros, catchy little hooks, bridges, verses, and they transition, how they transition between, like halfway through the verse, it might do like a drastic, not even a drastic change, maybe just a little bit of, what's the word, ear tickle, Sicky? The ear tickle.
Ear tickle.
The ear tickle. It's just like a little bit, like one little sound comes and just, and it's like, oh, what the fuck? It's just that, and it keeps your interest going. I think a lot of people just don't, they don't experiment with it. They kind of just make it like a static loop the whole way through, and it's like, it's dull, it's boring,
And you know what, like that you touched up on a good point, because if I'll give you an example, like when I've heard a couple of beats where like you're going from the verse into the chorus, and you listen to the transition. Now there's two things you can do to make that transition, that arrangement, the explosion into the chorus sound big. You can either tackle it in the mix phase, which will not give you as big of a result. What are you going to do? You're going to make the chorus a little bit louder. You're going to make it a little bit wider. Or what else can you do? You can make the verses really simple and small and filtered out and really tiny. And then add a riser that goes and then it explodes into this really huge, like layers and layers of instruments in the chorus that make that thing just explode out. That contrast is what's going to be like, oh shit, something big just happened. You're not going to be able to do that in the mix phase or the mastering phase. You're going to be able to do that when the songwriting. So, focus on your arrangement. The other thing is in the mastering process, headroom. That's another question I think a lot of people are like always asking.
Well, okay, because I think because all these videos it's always about dynamic range, headroom, and people get confused and people don't understand what's the difference between them. Dynamic range, from what my understanding is just the level in between the quietest to the lowest part. So when people hear that, they thinking, oh, I need to have this, that. You throw that damn soda and hit me.
I wasn't gonna throw it.
You about to throw the soda. I felt it coming. I felt it fucking coming. Oh, but thank you. I love you.
Are you done?
Dude, that's love right there.
These two are so funny.
I know we are
all the time.
like a comedy. we got. I'm gonna do like a behind the. I'm gonna do like some freaking vlogs with just us. Y'all will have a hoot. But anyway, yeah, the net range is basically the quietest parts to the low, the loudest part. That's the in between range between that. Less range mean you have less dynamic. Like listen, like orchestras, for example, like classical music. It goes super 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 quiet. It just goes really really big because it has a huge dynamic range. Nowadays dynamic range is really not a thing because the loudness wars and people are squashing limbers. But headroom, from my understanding, is how much room you have between clipping, which is digital clipping, which is 0 from whatever. So for what I do, and I don't know if you do the same, but I leave at least about between 14 and 12 dB of headroom. That's just how I do because I mix with the K scale, and if you use the K scale, the reason I like the K scale is designed to give you the appropriate headroom when mixing. That's how it's been designed. It's designed it's been designed by people who want to work in the analog world but want to bring it to digital. So it's basically the meterings are set up based off analog metering, which is why I like it. So, but yeah,
well, it's like if you're mastering, like if for anyone that doesn't know, if you're mastering in digital, the metering is different. If you master 0 in digital is different from the 0 on your analog gear. So usually what I would say is, like, if you're going to be sending your mastering song to a proper mastering house, then leave yourself like minus 18 dB or something like that, or minus 16 dBFS, because like 0 dB is like, I think 0 dB VU is never mind. It's too complicated. Yeah, Google it.
But 0 dB in the digital realm is not the same as 0 dB in the analog realm.
Yeah. And the other thing is something that I found out recently is not all limiters are able to actually be brick wall limiters. So if if you put a limiter on your mastering bus, right, and you're trying to catch all the peaks, the transients to kind of squish it, if you're preparing your song for iTunes, they have a certain specification. If you want to have that mastered for iTunes logo, so on that, in order for you to get that badge, you have to have 0 to no clipping, meaning you can't have any clipping of your regular tape, but something also called ISP, intersample peaks. So when you compress a limiter, right, a brick wall limiter, it's gonna squash everything completely, but sometimes it's gonna let through like a very, very, very extremely tiny, unhearable sample that's gonna clip. Now, some people might be able to hear it, other people might not. But intersample peaks are a problem. So especially when you're heavily processing in the box sounds, these peaks can add distortion at a later age. So it's best to avoid them. So try to use figure out what kind of limiter is the best one to use.
If you do use a limiter, just one thing, a rule I'll use, I always leave at least negative 1 dB of room, just in case. Because and honestly, I'm making a video that's going to show that and show that why. Because like I said, I know the industry standard is like I said,
1.3.
Yeah, 1.3.
0.3 for WAV files, 0.3, 0.4.
Yeah, but I said that's for that's they're using like expensive gear to get that sound where they can capture all them peaks and all that. Like digital stuff, it's gonna let peaks through. So I just go ahead and use negative 1 dB just to guarantee I don't have that intersample peak. And it still sounds loud and good. You may think but it does. It sounds really good because I get it right in the mixing phase. But there's a video coming about that for you guys, so hope you guys are ready.
And shout out to Rookie he sent me a question about and I think he talked to you as well about uploading music for SoundCloud. Mastering for SoundCloud versus mastering for iTunes versus mastering for Spotify, completely different, because they all have their own magic or voodoo that they do to the song after you upload it. So if I upload a WAV file to SoundCloud, it's going to turn it into a 128 kilobyte per second MP3 file. So you give it a WAV, it's going to turn it into an MP3. So the other thing is preparing artwork. So far we've talked about referencing completed songs with 2 songs you like, referencing instrument loudness, referencing song loudness and frequencies, referencing arrangement. Next thing is preparing your artwork. Yeah. Whatever you're going to do, create your artwork, whatever song, whatever. Make a square version, make a 16:9 version, make a YouTube or a video, whatever that you upload to whatever people are doing nowadays. And then put that on the side. Name your files properly also. The next thing is including what's called an ISRC code in all your files. Now, an ISRC code, what people don't know is anyone professionally doing this knows what an ISRC code is. Yeah. Anyone who's professional. So what is it? It's the International Standard for Recording Code. It's basically designed as a way of identifying recordings. Each recording or version gets a different code. Yeah. Each code is 12 digit long.
It's like copyright pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. It can be burned into a recording. It can be used. This is important. It can be used to track the sales on iTunes, Spotify, whatever, and radio station plays. It can be used for getting performance rights. So if someone uses your song without your permission and you have legally put in your ISRC code, then you have at least been prepared and you've kind of marked your territory. The other thing is creating an MP3 with no clipping. So Slim, what do you do when you're doing your mastering phase? Do you render out just a WAV file, or do you just put in an MP3? What do you get ready?
I do. Okay, what I do is first I render my I guess show off version, which is my loudest version I make. So I have one MP3 that's for YouTube, SoundCloud, whatever. That's pretty much completely just loud, not super loud, but a good listening level. I want the artist to listen to it, the people listen to it, to be able to hear it. But then after that, I also render out a wave and an MP3 with no mastering on it, just great mix, no master. Then I also render out my track outs just in case, because I don't sell a whole lot of track outs, but if an artist does ask for them or buy exclusives, you need to have track outs. Like I said, I sell between 1 and 2 exclusives a month, maybe, maybe 1 if I'm lucky, but that's still good. But that's still good. But I always had to track out just on deck, because like I said, you don't want to be that producer, the artist or producer that sends out a beat. The artist go to a professional studio and they're like, "Hey, bro, can I get the track outs right now?" They paid exclusive right, but you send the track outs or whatever. You want to be that guy where you're not at home and you can't send to them, and they pay for that session. They have to have it right at the end of the day, because they're paying upward from $50 and up dollars an hour just for that studio session. You don't want to, you want to be, you want to have that just on deck. So I say always render MP3 waves, track outs, both processed and unprocessed, just in case. You should have it's a long process. That's a lot of rendering. It's a lot of sitting down, but at the same time, it just kind of like keeps you from getting in that predicament where you can't, you're not hurting yourself. I'm trying to get questions too over here while I'm trying to talk.
Yeah. Well, how about we do this? You'll address some stuff. I'll talk, and then I'll address some questions, and then you can send in, jump in.
But just basically, render as much as you can, just in case. Like I said, I know a lot of people. Like I said, they make their beat, then they just render it MP3, and they put it on YouTube or SoundCloud or SoundClick or BeatStar or whatever they put it on, and they just forget about it. Not, you never know. Like I said, you never know. That day you might get that dude, "Hey, bro, I want to buy that for exclusive rights. Can I get the track outs, the track outs, the contract, all that?" If you don't have all that ready to go, you could potentially lose out on sale. And you potentially lose. I said, before I even upload the beat, all that is done. The contract's ready, the beat's ready, the waves, the track outs, everything is done before I upload anything. It's done. Point blank.
And you know what? If you're uploading your music to anywhere, whether it be for YouTube, SoundCloud, or anywhere that accepts a WAV file, upload the WAV file, because chances are that website is going to downsample or downgrade the quality of that thing. So it's better that you give them the best thing, because let's say you bounce your song into MP3. So you've taken a really high quality song and you've turned it to shit. And then now you're going to send it to these guys, and then they're going to shit it up even more. Then you just get a whole bunch of shit, right? So give them the best that you have. Give them a WAV file. Give them a good quality master with no clipping, and that's what you send out. And, expanding on what Slim says on the track outs, make sure all your files are properly named. Do not normalize any of the files unless actually do not normalize them, but make sure that all of them are not fucking minus 50 dB, super duper quiet that they can't hear anything.
Yeah. But that's the.
But
oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
That's a good one though. I'm gonna let you finish first, but I want to add on to that too.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, but I like that, because one thing people keep asking me shit, I watched a bunch of videos, I was doing some research, and one thing I always say, people always say send the loudest possible thing, but one thing they don't understand is when it comes to music, it's better to send something that's, I ain't gonna say quiet, but at a decent level, because you can always bring that up. If it's making a beat anyways, you can bring that up. If it's distorted and too loud, you can't bring that back. The information is lost. It's gone. So, that's why like I said, don't normalize it, because you normalize it, just makes it 0 dB period. And it's fucking, but you can always, but then again, it's both ways,
you can do it, but what artists, the reason why you don't normalize it is when you send the song to an artist, they're just going to open up their session, drag your files into it, and the song should sound like a ready mix right there. They should be able to play the song and it sounds like a mix. But if you send them a normalized track, they're gonna be everything's freaking clipping and it's just not gonna sound good, right?
So
give them a.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you
give them what your mix sounds like, and unless for whatever reason, let's say you've been using, because I know some DAWs don't render buses into audio tracks. If you send all your drums to an auxiliary track and do some processing to them, it's not going to render them out. So what I usually say is take that, normalize your song in that instance, I guess, but in your track out files, name them properly, but include an MP3 mastered version of your song, and a WAV and mastered version of your song, and a WAV unmastered version and an MP3 unmastered version of your song. You don't want to give the artist any reason to contact you for missing files or extra versions of your files. That's not to say the artist shouldn't be able to call you. You want to talk to these artists. You want to, build a relationship with them because you want to work with them. At the end of the day, they're the artists. They're the ones that are going to help take your career to the next level. Well, maybe, unless you're like a really shitty artist.
And somebody said, I like this one. Somebody said, I got a placement from the K-Camp artist and I didn't send the mixed version. Well, that's cool, man. But like I said, you gotta look at it like this. When you start working with higher up people, that's gonna matter. In that category of artists and producers, it's like, okay, they don't really care. They just want a 808 sound knocking and all that. You know what I'm saying? But when you get to like, when you get like to the radio, the big stuff, that stuff like that does matter. So don't look at it like oh well, I sent it off and it didn't matter. But I mean, at the end of the day, it depends on how far you want to reach out there. Do you want to be just an average producer? Or you want to be the next biggest thing out there? You want to be the multi-million-dollar producer? So look at it like that.
With big artists, let's say you wanted to send a song over to Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez is not going to take any demo of a song. She's not going to accept it. She's not going to listen to it. What the big artists want, if you want to write songs for them, meaning writing the lyrics, writing the melody and all that, what they want is a completed instrumental with vocals on top, with harmonies, ad-libs, all the parts. It should sound like a finished record when you send it to them. Mm-hmm. So a finished song. And then they're going to listen to that song and decide whether or not they want to do it. Because why send them a demo when you can't? Like, if you send them a full song, they can hear the potential in it. If you send them like a half-assed, like MP3, unmixed, unmastered, maybe it might work for some people. Exactly. But the way the rest of the industry works is they want a full, properly done song if you're going to be sending demos to people.
And that's what it comes to, selling yourself short. Don't just sell yourself short. Always like I said, it's always good to get a placement or get something like that or get some little thing. But I mean, me personally, I'm not thinking about making $1,000. I'm thinking about making $1 million. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta look at it. You gotta look at making that the big dollars. Don't never sell yourself short. You can always do more than what you're capable of. And I think a lot of people, that's another reason I see a lot of producers today, they kind of sell themselves short. Like, you know what? I'm fine with, no. Think big, live big. If you wanna live that life, you gotta do it. You gotta go for it. So look at it that way. But anyway, what else we got up here? Mixing.
Sorry. What else we got? Make sure all your multi-tracks are not clipping.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, once you've made your multi-tracks, when you test it out, open up a new session, drag all the files into it, and see if the files start and end at the right time. Like, let's not have like a file randomly just start playing when it's not supposed to. So when your stems are properly made, test them, check them, name them properly. Extremely important. Don't freaking call it, Hulu hat freaking 56. Like, no one cares.
Yeah.
Hi-hat 1, hi-hat 2, hi-hat 3. Or properly name them like 808 hi-hat, live hi-hat, whatever. Yeah. Name them properly, because whoever's going to be able to, you need to dumb down your session so someone can like easily find the file that they're looking for. The other thing is packaging a folder for distribution. So let's say you are going to send what's the cheapest version? What's it called? Like a regular version, then a premium, and then an exclusive version or something like that. Actually, give me a second. I'm going to find out.
Yeah. Super. Another question. I'm just answering questions. These are good questions. I like these.
What are they asking?
Well, basically, it's the follow-up question where I say, pretty much think bigger out there and don't sell yourself short. Somebody say, I just want to make the money. Producers nowadays want to be in front of the camera. You know how many millionaires out there that you see on a daily basis don't even know about? You can be you can be a billionaire and nobody know about it. You don't have to be in front of the camera. Like I said, you gotta think big and be smart about your stuff. Like I said, you don't have to be in front of a camera to be a millionaire. I know millionaires that live in my city that you'll never know are millionaires, but they have millions because you don't have to be in front of a camera to be known to do that. Producing wise, artist wise, engineering wise, whatever, So don't like I said, just don't say like you're selling yourself short. And I think if you keep that mindset, you'll be you'll be making good money. You're right. You'll make good money nowadays, but at the same time, what's better, making good money or making excellent money doing what you love? If I make millions doing what I love, I'm gonna do that. fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do that. Versus, just making a good money doing what I love. You know what I'm saying? So think big, think big. Like I said, think big. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying,
Revis is asking, why would you use the code if I'm buying your product? I don't want to be tracked down if I'm going to be buying a product. So let's say I'm a producer, Slim is an artist. Slim decides to improperly, like illegally download my song. My ISRC code is on that. I will get the monetization for that. Okay. That's why you want to have it in there. And also, if you decide to sell an exclusive to an artist, don't be dumb and hand over all the rights to it so that artist blows up and then you make no money on it. You're going to have your name on it. Maybe your ISRC code might be used in it, and hopefully you'll get a percentage of the money that they're getting. Okay. The other thing, back on the topic of the checklist for your songs, is packaging your folder for distribution. Now, let's say you're uploading your songs to a beat website. You're going to have most likely 3 different types of license, either a basic license, an unlimited distribution license, and a track out license. Okay. So you want to create these 3 folders and you want to put the appropriate files. Start with the one that has everything in it. So make one folder that has all your track outs. Let's call it track out release for the Wonder Girl beat that Slim did. It's going to have the title of the folder. Inside of that folder is going to be another folder that's called track out with all the tracked out files. Inside of that track out folder is going to be the MP3 file, the WAV files for the full mixed down beats, the mastered versions, right? You're also going to include artwork, your paperwork, your license and agreement. You're also going to leave a contact information for them to contact you in case a label is working with this artist and they decide to contact you for paperwork for their contracts or anything like that. Be smart. And then include your fucking email so that they can contact you with questions if you fucked up with like not giving them the right information. I say that really seriously. Some artists, I've like worked with some artists that have bought beats from other people and I'm working on the song and it's like, shit, all the sounds in this or the snare drum is clipping or this melody is totally, not, it's out of phase or something's messed up. I need to be able to contact the producer and tell him how badly he fucked up and get the right files. Because when you're a paying client, you want what you paid for, right? And so, have your different files. And then if you are a EDM artist, things are a little bit different. You're probably going to do everything I just said about the whole mixing, ISRC code, no clipping, mastering, referencing songs, all that. But what you're also going to do is you're going to send your music to blogs. Do not just upload your music to SoundCloud. That is not enough.
Yeah,
there is something called HypeM. That's spelled HYPEM.com. Go on there, and it's just a whole bunch of blogs. Contact the blogs, get their email addresses, use a MailChimp client or some kind of like mailing client. Send these people, hey, I love the kind of music you guys do. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Maybe they might distribute your song. You can also find like other places where you can pay for someone to listen to your song and decide whether or not they want to host it on your blog. Because the way blogs work is I send my music to this blog that gets 100 views a day. I might get someone listening to my song, which might potentially share my song to their own audience, which will get more views. And that's how a song blows up. So that's part of marketing and getting exposure, sending to blogs. The other thing for artists is go on Twitter. Okay, if you're pay attention to this. Okay, this is I'm not going to repeat this. This is legit a secret. Go on Twitter. Go wherever you want. Search hashtags. Send beats. I need beats or producers send beat. Whatever. Something similar to that. Then you'll see an email for that artist, hopefully. If not, keep going. You'll find it somewhere. And then build a rapport with this artist, meaning contact them, be like, hey, I really like your music. Are you working on a new album? Don't talk about yourself. No one cares about yourself, okay? No one cares about you. Sorry. And hopefully, if they like you and you're not being a fanboy or a bitch, they might actually decide, you know what, I might want to listen to your music.
There's too many fanboys out there, and I mean, God, yeah. I'm this. No.
Like no one cares about you.
Yeah, the industry's
that's
harsh.
one thing you'll learn.
The industry is harsh, but so yeah, that's pretty good. I'm copying a few questions that are pretty good. So somebody asked about the ICR codes. Say, how can you get the ICR code in the beat with an uncleared sample? That I don't know. I have to do my research on that because I don't sample, so I don't. Like I said, I don't fucking sample. I just don't sample. I didn't got time for it. I think I ain't got time to try to get my shit cleared and all that. But
for something like that, you can't use an ISRC code. So let's say I bought a beat off Slim and he's used a sample that he didn't make. It's actually someone else. It's like a James Brown sample. And I cannot put my ISRC code because parts of James Brown's record is in there, part of Slim's own creation is in there, in which case the artist should be clearing the sample or their label. It's not the producer's job to clear the sample unless, of course, they explicitly say, on the warranties, I agree that everything in this is 100% original. Yes. And, if the artist or the producer tells you that it's all original, then he's going to be held accountable in case there's a lawsuit.
All right. Hey, what's that website again? Somebody asked about the hype.f. Was it hype what? Can you type it in chat?
Oh yeah, I can type it in.
Yeah, because they asked him about that. They want to submit that. I'm glad people want to take initiative to get their stuff heard out there. That's good. That's good sign right there. There you go.
Go onto the website and this is something I read on someone else's blog. Create a Excel sheet and make a couple of different columns, like the name of the person you're going to contact in one column, then next column their email, next column their website, next column their Twitter handle, next column their whatever.
You know what's nice, man? We should actually get that and put it up on our website for people to download to help them out. Give them a little email list starter. But we might do that for you guys. If you guys want it, we'll do that for you. We'll make it easy for you. We'll give you a starting point. We love to help out. That's the whole thing. And do check. Like I said, definitely check out our new website in the link below. It's dope. Y'all will like it. The Beat Lounge is coming up. You guys we got some free stuff on there too for you guys to download. So go on there, get it. Let us know what you think about it.
And later down the road, me and Slim are going to be working on blog posts that are that sometimes it's just hard to create video content. So we're going to try and come up with some more nerdy stuff that if you're interested in reading, you can read up on what intersample peaks are, or into getting your music sent out to blogs. Anything that's too complicated to talk about, like on a video in 10 minutes, we're going to try and put into a blog. Let us know. What do you want to hear? Do you want to know how to sell your beats better? Do you want to know how to prepare your songs? Do you want to know how to get your music to artists? That's the stuff that most people don't tell you. If you can go on the internet and find a video that tells you how to actually get business, then I'll go back on my word. But I don't think you can because I haven't been able to. That's why these are what me and Slim are telling you are things that come from our experiences, not some bullshit that we read up online.
Exactly. So if we learned to implement and we've learned from trial and error, and plus, let's say we'll add pictures to it as well to help you guys out. But anyway, okay, so that was pretty good. We talked that's a pretty long time. I like that. We did that. So you think you're ready for the meat and potatoes of why people came here? The beat review.
Yeah, let's do the beat review.
Oh yeah. So okay, hope you guys are ready. If you haven't submitted, remember the email is down in the description below for you guys. It is tblbeatreview@gmail.com. You can still submit. It's gonna be randomly selected, meaning you might be selected today, you might not. It's all gonna be random because we're no favoritism, nothing like that, because there's 2 people here and going in the list is just forever. So we're gonna do as many as we possibly can. If we're gonna go to it, be like, fuck this, we're tired. That's a put like that. Until you guys, because right now we have 64 people. That's but y'all love us. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. So here come the beat review. So we got to jump over to the email right now, and I'm gonna put the numbers into this randomized selector real quick. Let me go ahead and type these numbers in real quick. Get these numbers. Type this in. Okay. How many how many do we have right now? I'm curious. We have a total of 35 people so far. So you 35 people, you already get a score of 1 because you submitted. Anybody who didn't submit, you get a negative score because you're too scared to send in. There's 64 people in here, and we got 35 bits. That's half the people you don't want to submit. So that's come on, don't be afraid, man. We want to help you guys out. Anyway, so here we go. So who's gonna be the first number? So we're gonna put it in, and let's see who is gonna be. Let it do its little thing, and doop 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 doop. First one.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I think I can.
Okay.
Speak again.
Okay, sounds good.
I just speak again.
Change some settings on my end.
All right. So the first one up is 505-575. You gotta come on. What's your
great name? Great name.
And that's another thing. Please, if you can, leave your name in the email. And if we call you out, please, let us know your name. So I don't want to call you out by your government or anything like that. So it would be helpful to have your name. So we're gonna listen to this beat real quick. I'm gonna play it on my end. Sikky's gonna mute himself so we don't hear his beat playing. And then let me know you're ready. So we're gonna play this beat and then we're gonna listen to it. And
okay.
Just to go over the grading scale one more time, we're grading by mix, melody, declaration, sound selection, originality, creativity, marketability, and arrangement. So just be ready. So, all right, Sikky, I'm gonna play this beat. You go ahead and play it. And we're giving 45 seconds each. That's all we're giving.
Yeah. I don't have time to listen to freaking
we don't
2 minutes
yet. So if your beat's got a long intro, you done fucked up already. And remember, a scale 1 to 10. All right, Sikky, so you mute yourself.
I'm ready.
I'm playing mine. All right, here we go. Okay.
Okay.
Sikky.
So you go first. Actually, you know what? Fuck that shit. I give this guy a 6.5. The reason being.
Go ahead.
The reason being.
Want to go in order from our grading scale?
Okay. On our grading scale. So I give you a 6.5.
We'll go through our grading scale first, and then we give them the end thing. But you already gave your scores. I'm going to tell mine.
So fuck that shit.
I mean, I'm just I'm gonna give you a 6 for that because it was okay mixing wise.
Okay. So the snare should be louder, but it was a little bit quieter. But I'd like the overall tone. The hi-hat was definitely louder than it needed to be. I'm listening to it again as I'm.
No, you can.
The 808. I really like the 808 on this. Yeah. So really good job on the 808.
Percussion wise,
I think clean.
Percussion wise, I think it was nice. Mixing wise, I think it could have been louder because it was very soft. I don't know if it sounded like you didn't master it or you didn't even make it loud in the mix. Period. It's like you just kind of threw the sounds in there and just kind of left them at the unity gain, in my opinion. And I think that could have been. You could have really made it. You could have had more impact in that beat and made me kind of get bounced a little bit. For that, but mixing wise, I felt like it just wasn't there. I mean, you could have did better mixing, but I mean, like I said, drums at 808s were nice. I mean, for what I heard, I had to crank myself up though. Too many dBs, but I don't know. I know you guys probably didn't hear it pretty loud, but that's what it was. Melody wise, I think it was a nice little melody. I'll give him that. The melody was a little nice.
Melody was nice. It was clean. There was not a lot of shit happening around the beat. I don't think there was a lot of stuff happening with the decorations. Now let me quickly clarify what I mean by decorations. Now, a lot of people don't understand. When I say decorations, are there like little things in the beat that keep you interested so that you might have like a main lead, a pad, other sounds? Are there other things outside of it that are going to keep the beat interesting? Because some of these sounds get really repetitive, and that sound got very repetitive because it was the whole time through. So, but overall, the melody was not conflicting with everything. It was clean. The decorations, not much there. Transition in the intro was great. It came in properly. Sound selection was good, although there was like that typical trap snare that everybody uses.
Yeah.
Right.
Which, I mean, but that's, I mean, if you're going for that trap sound, I guess you got to kind of go for it. But at the same time, like I always say, try to stand out. Try something different. I mean, music is suggested. You can always try different stuff, and you may get a better result. Don't just follow the crowd. But like, oh, everybody using Trap One of Pack Trap Legends kit. You know, don't use that same trap. You know, use some different. Put an EDM snare I like that and carry EQ and do some transient shaping to it. Be unique. Be different. You know, dress it up a little bit. Originality. It sounds
not very original.
It just sounds like a typical trap beat to me. Marketability.
You will hear it on the radio.
Yeah, you will. And I think like for like most artists in the genre you're going for, you'll probably sell the beat for them. You know, but I'm thinking like big names who are looking for that next big thing. You know, say the big trap artist, they'll look at it and be like, nah. But I mean, like local Jimmy down the street who's making noise in his city might buy it. You know what I'm saying? Because he, you know, he can't afford the big stuff. So I mean, he go to you. Arrangement wise, it wasn't long. I'll tell you, the intro wasn't long. It came in nice arrangement. I'm actually pleased with the arrangement, but like I said,
I thought it was repetitive.
Yeah,
51 seconds in, it was the same loop going in and again and again and again.
I feel like I said, if it had just a little bit of different elements, or just a little bit, like I said, if you did like something different with the drums here and there, just a little bit of extra knocker, extra little, something different like that, it would have definitely made the beat sound less repetitive and more interesting. Like I said, overall, I guess we're both like average score 6.56. It's not bad, but it does need a little work to definitely make it to the next thing. Mastering would definitely help.
So as far as your one thing I really liked, the mix, as far as the sound selection, the way the low end sounded, I like that. I liked the way everything kind of worked with each other. What I think you can work on is the arrangement itself. I think you can work on, creating a more dynamic arrangement where like things are coming in and out. Maybe a section that's like a little bit filtered out or like switches up into something else. You know, that's what's going to keep people interesting. If you repeat something, that means that the artist has to focus on making their part sound awesome for it to be exciting.
All right.
But you should be able to do that. So that's something I should work on the arrangement.
All right. So I went ahead and selected. I pressed the randomizer once again, so it's doing its thing, and I think it picked somebody. Okay. And we're gonna try. And like I said, we want to be very detailed with this. We're not trying to be like, oh, it sucked. It's good. It's, we're trying to give you guys some real critique, because that's what you guys want. All right. So. Star 96 Beats. You are next with your beat called 1210. I mean,
okay,
I hope the number of how many beats you made. Play it.
We're not gonna get through like a whole bunch of beats, but the people that we are gonna listen to, we're gonna make sure you guys get the feedback that we as producers would want to hear from other people.
Exactly. I said, you shit on me or my beats and let me know what's up, and like that way I can fix it for the next one. I don't care, you know what I'm saying? You gotta take it sometimes. But yeah, like I said, this is all random too, so yeah, be ready.
Yo.
Oh no, they still listen to it. Okay. I will go ahead and say from the beginning, I did like the mood it set for the beginning. That pad and everything, and the little vocal sample in the back. That right there caught my attention. Stuff like that was nice. I like that. But that's just the first thing. But anyway, mixing wise, I felt like the kick and the bass needed work in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah, the kick and I felt like the kick just did. The kick felt weak. The kick felt really weak. It felt like it needed, like, it didn't feel, I wanted more, I would rather hear more punchier snap or kick. I think like that one was just a little bit kind of, it sounded like, instead of going, you know, it went, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it could have been a little stronger. What else, what you think? What else you think?
The snare sample, okay, before I say anything, of all the beats I've heard on Slim's channel, I really, really like that one.
That's
I think that's a pretty big thing to know. Like, whoever you are, contact me. The snare, the only thing I really, there's two things that I remember that I think would that you need to work on. The snare sample didn't work. Pick a different snare sample. The music, really well done in the background. The arrangement, perhaps a little bit too long, but I'm kind of still deciding whether or not it works for it, because it was still interesting that it kept changing every now and again. Marketability, this would sell really well with big artists, and it's really different. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Exactly. This is what people need to hear. If you're not already focusing on your marketing, focus on your marketing. Originality is very original. It's like you're taking that Tory Lanez style, and the sampling, and it just works, and you're being extremely creative, which I really appreciate and I really enjoy. Also, the ear tickle, or the decoration, the transition.
It was there.
It was definitely there. It's definitely kept the song interesting.
Just because the beginning, in my opinion, the beginning really did it for me. I mean,
beginning.
When I heard that first sample coming, the first two sounds, like, oh shit, I'm already gonna like this. It already had my head nodding from the beginning. You already had my attention, and that's what's gonna, really make that beat. Like I said, the artist is gonna instantly hear this beat and be like, holy shit. Oh, well, okay, I gotta listen to this, So the ear tickle was definitely there.
Yeah, so like stuff happening. So overall, I'm gonna give you an 8 out of 10. I really liked it.
I'm gonna give you a 4. Not, I like it a little bit more than you probably. I say 8.5. 8.4, 3, something like that. But it definitely was good. Like I said, you automatically, like, as soon as I heard the beat, it was like, fuck, I want it. Can I buy it? So keep.
So for whatever for your what you need to work on cleaning up your arrangement. I still think it can be a little bit interesting, a little more decorative. I was listening to it again.
We listened to it.
The vocal and the piano worked fine. I'm guessing I'm hearing some sort of like high frequency, something that comes in like once in like 4 bars.
I'm feeling like, more like I want the low end to be a little more. I like that, because styles like that, the low end makes that move. And I think they say your drums and stuff, if you would make them just a little more powerful, the 808s and drums like that, it would definitely make that beat, like, it would take it to another level to me. Definitely, that's the main thing, because everything was good, but I feel like I ain't saying your drums and stuff were bad, but I'm saying they were just weak compared to the rest.
Compared to the rest of the rest of the section was strong. The snare drum is what fell short. The 808 was a little bit too loud, in my opinion. It can be a little bit cleaner. I think it was a lot dirtier than it needed to be. I think it can be a little bit cleaner, purer. That's what I think. I really like what you're doing. I'm probably gonna email you and see if you want to work or something.
Exactly. There you go. Look, you just made a friend right there. You got a friend in SIKKY. All right, next beat is gonna be 12 gauge beats. Your beat's called Smiling. Hey, Mr. Different. And hey, Mr. Different. This is a Suicide Boy type beat. I don't care. Let's hear what the beat sounds like.
I don't know who the Suicide Boys are, so I'm not gonna really care who the fuck they are.
Let's do it. So I'm about to play it. You play it, SIKKY, and then we'll go.
Okay. Okay, so it started off kind of interesting.
I mean,
kind of got my interest.
The dark pianos, the ambience, the raindrops. That was kind of like, okay, I feel like it's gonna be a sad type beat. Then when that 808 and kick came in, man, it turned me off, man. It just
the melody was cool. It was different. I think the melody was cool. It was kind of different. It's kind of reminded me of Deadmau5. It was resonating. The notes were overlapping, so they were kind of like fucking with each other on the piano. The low end was a little bit too loud on the mix. The snare drum didn't really work with the sound, and it was too simple and uninteresting for me to actually want to listen to even more than the 45 seconds.
Yeah.
As far as the decorations go, there was no decorations. There's no proper transitions. Like nothing keep me interesting.
It's like a straight loop. Like it's literally sound you had it layered to where like every 4 bars a new sound comes in. That's it. All the way through and then you take them back out. You know, that's how that just sounded kind of it sounded predictable. Like I can already predict how the beat was gonna go, in my opinion. And sound selection wise, I mean, I like the piano. I mean, I think you could have did more with it. I think you could have really made it sound more, I guess, ambient or dark or whatever. I think like I feel like you used a basic piano sample and just threw a little bit of reverb on it and said, okay, it's live, but no, you can do a lot more to it, make it sound more interesting. Originality, I mean, it was different. I give them that. It was different.
It was original. It wasn't being overly creative, but it was different. It was very simple. Marketability, I don't think a lot of artists are going to listen to that and want to buy it. So there's something, listen to your beat, listen to something else that you want your music to sound like. Does the bars here, gentlemen, people, ladies, whoever you are, the bars set up here, don't come down here with music like that.
Yeah, don't jump
Meet the bar or do better.
Yeah, climb the ladder, don't jump off of it.
Arrangement,
it was basic. It was just like
it was very basic. It was just kind of like stop playing this part, the next starts playing this part. So positive thing, what I really liked about the song to begin with was there was some sort of interest in the beginning, and the melody was cool. But as soon as the drums and the 808 came in, I lost my interest immediately. What you need to work on is on this beat particularly. I would suggest that you use a piano that doesn't sustain or has a long release where it just cuts off instantly so the 2 notes don't overlap, and play the piano an octave higher so that it makes room for everything else in between the bass and the high and your piano melody. Because right now your bass is right here and your piano's right there. If you move the piano up an octave, you created all this space in between for other stuff in the frequency realm. So that's what you need to work on. Overall, I'm going to give you a score of like 3.5 to 4.
I'd say 4.5. Could have been a 5. It definitely needs some work, and just keep it ahead up, man. I mean, just wasn't interesting enough, in my opinion. But that's like I said, that's just our criticism. Take it, learn from it, make your stuff better. Be the next big All right, so once again, randomizing, clicking, waiting for this to go. Mexican, that Superman?
Superman. Super. I don't know what the fuck. Okay,
it got a picture of what the name?
Okay, this is what the email says. I know y'all better be honest. Laughing my ass off. I'm 14, so I have a lot of time for improvement.
And
I don't care.
What?
I don't care if you're 14.
Yeah, I don't care. Let's say I don't care if your mama just birthed you out of the pussy right now. They ain't gonna fucking mad at me. I'm still gonna say your shit sucks. If it sucks, if it's good, it's good. That's how it is. I mean, I'm 24 years old. People still say my shit suck. Think I care? No. I just take what they say and use that to my advantage to make my stuff sound better. Point blank. Period. Young or old. And you know what I'm saying? So let's
Here we go.
666-777. Give you a 1 for name right there.
Mexican.
You started a whole lot farther than me. I'm gonna go ahead and say this real quick. I'm gonna go say this real quick. I'm a nerd. I am a nerd. And for you using a Metal Gear Solid codec ringtone, you just made me smile. If you don't know, that's how nerd I am. When I heard that sound, I know I played all the Metal Gear Solids from back in the NES days, and I still do. So that you get a point right there for me. But anyway, but back to the real thing. I just want to say that was dope. I mean, not many people gonna know what that's from, but that's from Metal Gear Solid, like one of the best fucking games ever in my opinion. Anyway, drums, mixing wise, I didn't like the drums and 808s at all. I didn't like the drums. The 808s were just no. Drums were no. The piano was it sounded like FL keys, like it sounded like the default FL Studio piano. And it was just like dun 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 dun. That it was uninteresting to me. What about you, man?
I thought the 808 was too loud. I'm gonna quickly listen to it. I'll tell you more about that.
Too loud.
It was too loud. The 808 goes boom. So a tighter 808, cleaner, a little bit saturated. What else can I listen to this? Arrangement. Right as soon as the 808 starts, it goes downhill. Everything before that was decent. It can be better if you remove the ringtone that plays throughout it, or if you turn it down a lot. Overall, I think it has a lot of potential. The one that goes dun, dun, brr, brr, like what the fuck? That no, get rid of that shit.
Yeah, don't do it over and over. Don't do it to where it's like it's a nice addition. Cause I say it's a nice sound because it can be nobody use stuff like that. It's different, but don't make it to where it's going all the damn time. Cause then it gets like, okay, fuck that sound. I don't want to listen to the beat no more. So definitely take that. I think the melodies could have been a lot better. The melody was just, in my opinion, just too simple. Just too simple. I mean, I didn't like the melody whatsoever. I didn't.
The sounds were good up till the drums start.
So
if you remove the ringtone.
You like the piano?
I didn't like the piano. I said everything after that 808 came in, anything new that got introduced didn't work.
Okay, there was no
originality. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, we on originality? It was different. It was once again different.
It was different. You know what? It had that ambient kind of vibe in the beginning. It had potential, but there were some sounds that, you know, when you like certain sounds that kind of build up, you kind of listen to it and you're like, okay, it builds up the you know, you're getting to a 10 out of 10, but then certain sounds kind of bring you down. Some of those sounds include that 808, that ringtone that happens in between, and the piano. That's as far as we got into the beat. I'm not listening to 2 minutes of your song. Can I hear it on the radio? No. Does that potential to be on the radio if you remove those certain instruments? Arrangements, it was not interesting. It didn't get me excited. Positive thing, the beginning was great. Work on the removing the piano, the others,
the 808s,
changing the 808 sample,
the ringtone sample, the Metal Gear codec sound. Like, yeah, just you got some annoying sounds that just go on too much. In my opinion, I'm going like 5.5. I'm giving like a 5.5. What about you? Overall,
I'm probably gonna give him like a 4.5.
Okay,
I mean, 4.5.
It needed work, man. It needed work, but like I said, don't take it as sure these motherfuckers hate me. Nah, man, we're really trying to help. And, you know, like I said, I want to be able to, like I said, I want to be able to be point. I'm on this channel and somebody make a beat so good, I'm gonna buy that shit and rap on it. That's what I want to hear. That's how I want to feel.
The feedback that we're gonna give you is not gonna be your beat sounds like shit. Quit making beats. It's going to be this part needs to be better because this beat sucks because the ringtone and this is not working with it. The 808's too loud and the piano melody is not working. We give you reasons for what you can change so that that beat can grow its potential.
All right, so let's move to let's keep it moving though. We want to keep it moving because this is actually pretty fun. All right, so once again, randomizing. Pick somebody, please. Young Rasta? Is that Rasta?
Okay.
Okay.
Pick one though.
Oh crap! Do we pick Dirty or Free? I'll let you pick. Which one you want to listen to, Dirty or Free? We're only doing one beat.
Dirty sounds like distortion. I like that.
All right, let's go for it. So listen to Young Rasta, Dirty. And we actually talked about this. We actually talked about somebody's gonna do this in the beat review. We did. As I said, somebody's gonna have somebody go ham with gross beats. Somebody have gross beats and go stupid with it. And I told you. I said, watch, somebody's gonna have just gross beats with the whole damn song. So thank you, Young Roster, for making me correct in my prediction in the future. But anyway, back to this. Well, I mean, I would say this. It had me at first. It had me jumping. I would go and say that. It had me feeling like, I'm hyped. But then, okay, mix wise. Let's talk about mix. 808s and the snare. I did not like the snare. Point blank, period. I did not like that Lex Luger BMF snare whatsoever. I think it was, I don't know. I did not like that. Cool, you he panned. What you mean, like?
He tried to put the snare in the right ear and the left ear, something that you hear a lot in like rock music, or
I think it just kept it down the center, probably. I mean, I think it just because it sounded louder in my right ear than my left ear, in my opinion, to me. But I don't know. I think that's because my headphones are fucking stupid. But I did not like the snare. The snare just turned me off. The 808, I gotta hear the 808 again. I think the 808 just.
The 808 was cool, like it was working. I think it was a little bit hyper compressed.
Yeah, I think
or the sound itself, just like
probably
whatever else was made it sound. Something weird was happening with the low end there.
I feel like the kick in the 808 didn't mix well. I think if he had like some side chain compression to it to kind of mix he side chain the kick in the 808, it better made it. Because I think the 808 was overpowering the kick, in my opinion. Melody wise, I'm going to tell you right now, I like the melody until all that gross beats went in there. I'm not even gonna lie. The melody was straight. Then when you had zoom zoom, but zoom over and over and over, I automatically was like, I'm tired of it. It got boring. If you had it like every so often, like every 8 bars, every so often doing that, could have been cool. But you had like going through the whole time. It was annoying. Like I did not like that. And it was a very simple melody. I mean, it was the typical trap melody, in my opinion. It was what it was. But so that's that. Declaration, yeah, too much ear tickle right there. He
Declaration.
He took the whole damn finger and stuck it in the ear and was doing it. He was picking you. I think
he was straight up picking your ear with like a whole bunch of gross beats.
Exactly. So take that out. So sound selection.
Chill. Okay, so for the Declaration, actually for the mixing, it's cool. You tried to do so. The melody really complicated. Chill out. Decorations. Chill out on the gross beat. Make it simple. People are dumb. People can't consume more than 3 sounds. If you have it, unless you're like, someone might be like, I'm trying to be creative, cool. Yeah, but like if you're like the music itself was like it almost sounded like there's like time signature changes. He went from like 4/4 time to like 8/4 to like 12/3, like to 6/8, like all over the place. Unless you're doing jazz, sure, that sounds cool. But like right now in the genre that you're trying to submit for, what the trap sound that you're trying to do. Really complicated. It's gonna be really hard for an artist to find a groove in that. Even smaller group of people will enjoy listening to that, and you can read the comments back, and it'll tell you that. Sound selections, some okay sounding sounds,
average,
really okay.
Marketability, like I said, and what you're kind of go for, like the local people type like that, I can see them buying that, honestly. But like I said, if you're trying to aim this like,
I don't even think local people want to buy it.
I mean, bro, you need to come to my city. You can put a fart sample with a drum and a snare, and they'll be like, bro, I got $20 for you right now. I need to look. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I say like up and coming artists, I think will be like, okay, I need a beat, all mine, gimme. Arrangement. Like I said, they just killed. I just didn't like the arrangement. It was too much. Like you had, like I said, that gross beats destroyed the range for me. Don't you do it? What you about to do?
It just has a shit ton of just way too much.
So I mean, I'm giving. Oh man, I'm saying 3, man. I'm saying 3 just because it was just. I got tired of it quick because of the gross beat. I think
I'll give you a 2.
My thing is, if you go back and fix the arrangement, don't pan your snares. Don't do that. Or use like one of them wide ass snare. Don't use no stereo snare that you get out of the Lex Luger kit.
I think it was cool. I think you should he had a snare one snare that would hit on the right. No, but most of the main snares were hit on the middle. I don't like an auxiliary, like offbeat snare.
You offbeat. I didn't like it. I don't
Ooh,
care.
I'll be,
I
shut
didn't
up. Okay,
that's bullshit.
okay.
But
Positive. You tried to be different.
Yes.
Keep that differentness. Okay, don't change that. But pull back like 80%.
That gross beats. Just take. Matter of fact, just put the gross beats in the freaking intro and the chorus maybe for a little bit. Don't just throw it through the whole verse. And look, if you do it through the verse, be like that middle in the middle of the verse. Do the gross beats right there, and then change it. That'd be better. But anyway, but yeah. So work.
Let's go to another one.
Yeah, I'm about to do the randomization. Oh, where's the email? Okay, put another name in the pulpit. We got so many emails. Holy crap. Let's put a one in the pulpit. Clickety click, click, click. I see some of you guys sitting like a million freaking beats in here. I ain't got time for that. I should delete your shit right now. All right, so it's going, and we have a new winner, and he is Grenade. Okay. Grenade. Thanks for the feedback in advance. You're welcome. All right, pull it up. BPM 126. I like that. That's good if you're sending out to somebody. You got the BPM right there. Let's play it. Okay, SIKKY, I'll let you go first. I'll let you unmute your mic. Unmute your mic.
Yo, that was clipping bad.
Bruh. Distortion.
So bad. Not in a good way. We know we say clipping is good, but like that was like
straight up. Red is hot.
That shit.
Red is hot. Red is hot level. That's what it is. In the red.
Red mean it's hot, bro. Red mean it's hot.
Red mean it's hot. No, you had, I don't know. Sound Goodizer times 20, level 9, over 9,000. But yeah, your 808s. Yeah, your 808s were fucking loud. Super loud.
808s were way too loud. Just the drums were really loud too. Everything was loud.
The drums were loud. I mean, you know, in the part when it broke down and it was just the drums by itself, you heard that reverb on the drums. It didn't work for me. I don't know if you heard that when it broke down. Like, I guess when the verse came in and it had the drum hitting by itself, the drum sounded like it had, like, you threw it in the bathroom. I mean, it had too much reverb in it.
It's probably because it was like hyper compressed and like you probably had a lot less reverb on it. But as soon as you started like compressing or limiting it, it just like brought it up a lot higher.
Melody was, I mean, it was simple. It wasn't bad. It was like the ding 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 ding. That was actually it had like a horror feel in my opinion. I don't know about you. You probably think it was too repetitive. I guarantee you.
So repetitive, and I probly heard that beat like a million times. That same melody, do. That's just like a major scale.
All white notes.
Do.
All white notes.
Freaking sorry, okay. Decorations. It was decorated. It was decorated because you did that with the arrangement, where like right in the beginning when the kick drum came in, and then you heard a little bit of just a snare drum. Yeah. That was cool. He decorated it.
The hi-hats, I like the panning of the hi-hats. That was kind of cool when it went. I like that. I ain't gonna lie. I love people pan their hi-hats because I think too many people just kind of put them in the middle. Have them going crazy, but don't have them going too crazy. It's like, what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying?
Your decorations are cool. However, what brought the decorations down was the fact that your sound selection wasn't good. The biggest improvement before anything else, stop clipping everything. Whatever it is that's clipping or distorting your sound, remove it. It's not working.
Exactly.
Secondly, your sound selection, that tiny little snare doesn't work. The transient was too sharp to work with the rest of the sound. If it was like a fatter, maybe compress it, limit that little thing by like 4 or 5 or 6 dB, it might actually sound okay.
Some-
Originality, not very original. Most people locally would probably buy it.
Can I correct you? He just commented. He said it was a minor scale, wasn't major. He said it was minor.
Whatever it was, minor scale,
And
doesn't
also,
matter.
Somebody said 20 good soundgoodizers. I believed it. But yes, I mean it was like super loud, man. Like it was just like it wasn't even good loud. Like I said, I don't mind marketability. I don't know if anybody would buy that because it's just too loud. It was like it wasn't pleasing. It was like I listened to it, I was like, you know, the 808s came in just like it was like the 808s just came bust through the wall like Kool-Aid Man. I wasn't feeling that.
If he sent that song the way it was,
Oh man,
few people would buy it. If he got rid of the distortion, a little more people would buy it. If he changed and picked better sounds, he would drastically increase the sales on the song itself.
But overall,
the mix was really falling behind with it was super loud.
That's what I did. So I'm gonna say 4. I'm sorry. I'm not what it is. It needed. I think like it had more negatives than positives than me. In my opinion.
I think I'd give him like a 3.5 or 4 or 2.
All right. And I see you mugs over there trying to rush us. Don't rush us. We'll end this fucking stream right now. We trying to help you guys. Now playing. We're playing. Y'all got. Like I said, we're trying to.
We don't want to give you like 2-minute reviews.
Yeah, I don't. We don't want to. Y'all don't want the old reviews where it's like, okay, beat's nice, good, next. Oh, beat. Y'all don't want that. That's not helping nobody else. Us actually going into it is helping you guys out. And somebody said, why this dude on the bottom means though, no need to mean about.
Well, where's this guy?
Some dude named Ali. Matter of fact, you know what? I hope
Ali, you send your beat in and it sounds like shit. I will tell you because I would rather not send my beat up to an industry professional and have them say, "Oh, it sounds like shit," but then my best friend tells me, "Oh, it sounds okay. It sounds cool just to be nice." Okay, the music industry is harsh.
Exactly.
It's very harsh. Don't live in a dream bubble. Go to Los. If you ever been to Los Angeles or a big music capital, you'll realize there are a lot of talented people, but they don't become famous. Why? Because there's something wrong outside of their music or with the music itself. Okay,
exactly.
So,
but funny thing is, it's like this. Yeah, he's the next person. Matter of fact, with a randomized thing. So
okay, well,
it says. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Make sure because there's 2 out. Yeah, I thought I saw another one, but it is Ali Aham or Ahmad. Yeah, because I see it's the same picture. What's up? Play this bitch. All right, let's see. SoundCloud link. Play.
Here it comes, Ollie.
What is? Hold on, my SoundCloud is acting stupid. Right? It says playing on another device. What the fuck? Play that. There we go. Here we go. Pause because you started playing on another device. What the fuck?
That's me. Like I think we're logged into the same account.
Oh, fuck.
I'm
logging. I'm like, I don't used to be in the beat lounge thing anyway. That was. Now I'll play.
Sorry about that, guys.
Mute yourself. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say this. Wasn't the best I've ever heard. Wasn't bad either, but let's get into it. For me, I did not. The drums and 808s were weak, in my opinion. Bass and all that was just fucking weak. It was weak.
It was a sound selection.
Yeah.
Ali, you need to work on your sound selection. That's what you need to work on to keep it interesting. The when we say the sounds are weak, it's because
they didn't fit.
The sounds didn't work with the beat. You want it to explode. The sounds are kind of small,
yeah,
right?
It's like, oh, go ahead. No, you good. I'm gonna let you.
Or like if the sounds are like, for example, these are the other things that I noticed. Okay, it started cool with that the weekend sample that you had, but the weekend sample was repetitive throughout the whole beat. So you were depending on this sample to make it interesting. I'm not saying not to use a sample. I'm saying use a sample, but then put a twist on it. So what you did was you filtered it, maybe put some reverb on it, and then call it that's it.
And then call it a day and say, okay, here we go. I didn't. Like I said, the drums and the bass, like the low end information was just like it was like not there. Like I think everything else was like overpowering that, in my opinion. I wanted to hear more of that because I say like that style of beat, I was expecting a little more with it, especially with some more knock and stuff like that. I didn't hear that there. The melody wise, it didn't really have me going. It was like, I mean, I think your sample really was I think he wanted his sample to be the melody, in my opinion. I think he wanted the sample to be like the really hook you in, and in my opinion, it didn't work. Like I think you should have had like something. That lead was crap. That lead was annoying. It sounded like a Nexus lead. Like it sounded really bad. Like it sounded really cheesy.
It sounded very loud.
Yeah, it was loud
in comparison to everything,
and very cheesy in my opinion. Like I say, it sounded like something out of Nexus. Like you could tell it came from Nexus or whatever. It was just borderline boring. The ear tickle, the decoration. I felt like you had a little bit of that with a sample. In the little samples and stuff like that, I did.
But see, the sample is doing all the work.
Exactly. So I mean, but at the same time, I think it was.
I wouldn't give him credit for you. See, if the sample's doing all the work for you, what have you done?
Okay, I agree with that. But like I said, I tell you this: when I first heard it, I was like, okay, it's probably gonna be a nice beat. It got me. But then once I realized that the sample went over and over and over, I was like, okay, maybe not so much now. Now you lost my interest. Yeah. And sound selection, just like percussive wise, everything just sounded like I mean, you had a midget in the room playing in full court with full 7 foot tall. It was small, weak. It was in comparison to everything else.
The snare drum itself was soft. I don't think there was an actual kick drum on top of any of it. So I think there was just like an 808. Didn't really work with the overall sound. If you layered a kick drum on top of a tight kick drum, go check out Kush Drums if you want good sounds. Yeah. And then you can use that sound to add that energy into the snare drum. Really soft, really brittle, not really punchy. But I would change the snare drum sound.
I would say one thing I did like about the beat is the bass. I did like I like filtered bass. I agree. Filtered bass was definitely nice. The filtered bass was probably the best sound in there. Was probably your best sound to pick. Good choice in there. Originality, I mean, I guess
it wasn't. It was kind of, but I mean,
it didn't stick out. It was. I'll say that it was different, but not to the point where it's like, oh my god, that's different. It was like, okay. I feel like if you had a little bit of work, it probably worked better. Marketability. I mean,
local artists will probably pick it up.
Yank it up.
But it's not like the quality. The bars up here. If a 10 out of 10, your beat was probably like somewhere like as far as interest goes. He was trying to make a weekend type of beat, right?
Yeah.
But he fell really short. It was like not even half as good as the original song.
Nothing close.
You know what I mean? So that means a small audience is going to pick it up. So I think what you need to work on, my friend, is to work on sound selection. Work on decorating your sounds. Now, some people might feel like if you decorate the song with either other melodies, lead lines, bells, plucks, percussion, whatever, that's going to add the interest. You shouldn't be depending on an artist when you're selling your song on any website. An artist is going to listen to the song the same way we listen to songs. We're listening to 45 seconds of your songs, but when I listen to like music to like download or let's play in my car, I listen to like 10 seconds. And if I'm not interested by it, I'm not going to buy it. That's what I mean. Make your songs interesting in the beginning, or throughout the song. Don't depend on artists, because a lot of these artists, they don't know how to spruce up a song. That's a producer's job. Your job is to sell the song, and that's how you sell a song, by decorating the song with interesting things that's going to make you go, oh, what was that?
Well, exactly. You know? That's how I feel. But overall score, I'm saying 4. It needs some work, but you're definitely good. But keep at it, man. I said, take it what it was, and hope for the best, man. Just keep it up. Next up, I'm randomizing once again, clicking. I love this randomized feature because it randomly picks motherfuckers. I ain't got to worry about going in order and hearing you guys bitch and be I get to it. Nah, I'm fucking with you. You guys don't mind. iMusic. You got a SoundCloud link? Thanks is your email. Cool. All right, let's do it. iMusic. Smoke. Okay. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just making notes.
Okay. It felt like, it sounded like you were trying to go for like a young, good, young, lean type of feel, in my opinion, with the song overall in general. I don't know. Where you want to start, man? With the mix, what do you think? I'm gonna let you go first.
808 was hyper compressed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It was extremely loud in comparison. The lead plucks were really loud, and so was the pad. So you had 3 elements. You had your 808, your flux, and your pad, 808, and then flux, whatever. So all those sounds were kind of trying to, like, it's like having too many chefs in the kitchen trying to do the same thing.
Hell yeah.
So I think you could simplify it. The 808 definitely need to change. I don't know if it's the actual
I think it's a sample
plugin that's making the 808 or sample.
It
Very
like
hyper compressed.
I feel like the sample and then whatever processor he tried to do on top of that really just didn't work for it. The 808 just sounded like instead of having like, you know, that nice tail or whatever, it sounded like it was one consistent sound. In my opinion, it was like I said, squashed down and brought that to the same volume the whole way through, like a distorted sound or something like that. I felt like I didn't really like it. The pluck sound, I like the pluck sound in the back. I did like the doo-doo. It was nice. But like you said,
it sounded good in the beginning though.
Yeah. Once everything started getting up in, once stuff. That's one thing I liked about something about beats. Like some sounds may sound good by themselves individually, but once you start layering with other sounds, if the sound selection isn't right, they all gonna be. It's gonna sound like, you know, garbage, you know. Melody wise, it wasn't the best. It wasn't bad. It wasn't the best. It didn't have me going. It didn't have me interested a lot. It was just like, okay, it was simple, in my opinion. I think it was just simple melody.
Again, it was like too many chefs in the kitchen. The melodies were kind of conflicting with each other. You have this 808 that's trying to be all crazy and melodic, where it should be simple. The pad was kind of like moving in and out, and it was like really brittle or bright sounding, so that the lead really couldn't, you know, come through. So you have like the high frequencies from your lead, the high frequencies from your plucks, the high frequencies from your 808. What do you get? A whole big fucking mess. Let me quickly. I'm gonna listen to it again. So I'm gonna mute myself. But
okay, but what about declaration? Right, like the intro was nice. Intro was definitely nice. I like the intro. Intro was nice. Intro had me going. Like the intro made me go, oh shit, probably gonna be good. Like I said, I felt like it was gonna be like a young good type of vibe to it until all the other sounds came in. I was like, oh, well, intro was nice. What about the sound selection, man? You said snares tiny.
The snare was really tiny. It was let's go from the low end to the top end. 808 was a little bit too hyper compressed or distorted, whether that's a sample or something else. So change out the 808 for something much more cleaner so that it contrasts with the other elements in your song, your other elements in your song. Perhaps maybe filter out the pad because it was kind of like stuff happening up there that was conflicting with the lead line. So now your lead line can be in focus if you filter out the pad sound, right? This is sound design.
So basically we're saying like the sound selection and sound design was just not that it didn't work together. Like I say, like you had like I say chefs and a bunch of kids. So I'm guessing you're saying like everybody trying to cook, like you're in a fucking Chinese restaurant, everybody's cooking different food or whatever, you know, you're cooking like, wrong food, you know, it's not working to get all different crazy elements going on. That's what I'm getting from it. And that's how I felt, you know. I felt like just it needed better. Like you could have picked sounds a little bit better instead of like rushing it and going for the first sound you hear that sound. Like I said, I think a lot of people, they'll pick a sound that sounds good by itself, throw it in their beat and go about the bit. But you really got to listen to stuff in context with everything. I think like, you know, really take time and, you know, go through more presets. Don't just stop at the first one that sounds good to you, because the next one might be even better. Or the next one, you know, look around. Originality, what about that?
It was interesting. It was a good start, but I felt like it was just.
Well, I felt like it was gonna be a nice little good young good type song. I felt that energy until, like I said, till the 808s and stuff dropped. That kind of, it lost me then. But the intro was original. I said the intro had me going. Until after that, it was just like, I don't really care. Radio wise, you think it's be marketable?
No. I think it needs some work before it can before it can be featured on there. You know what I'm gonna do? I see a couple of people that are not happy with the way we're reviewing sounds. So I'm gonna put my own music forward. Okay. How's that sound?
I'll put my shit forward. I don't give a damn shit. Y'all hear my beat? Y'all hear my beats every day. I get told my beats suck every day. You think I mean, what? Which one we do? I mean, y'all got. I think people just don't like hearing their beats. Everybody wants to hear their stuff is good, in my opinion. Everybody wants to hear that. Oh, you're the best. You're this and that. That's what everybody wants, in my opinion. And you know, I mean, that's not how it works. I'm not the best. SIKKY ain't the best. You guys ain't the best. Nobody's the best. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I can't hear you because you're muted. You're muted. You're
The email is TBL Beat Review. Just review singular, right?
Yeah, no reviews, just review.
Okay. All right, I sent something, and then now you guys can listen to it and give me your honest feedback, and
all right, so here
I'll take your advice and I'll make that song better.
Everybody, right now we're about to listen to Mr. Sikander Harris, or SIKKY Beats, and his beat's called Purple Lemonade MP3. Already originality with the beat, the name. So yeah, give him some harsh feedback. Y'all better dig into his ass like he been getting on y'all, mother. Like he getting on y'all. Here we go.
SIKKY on the beat. SIKKY on the beat.
Okay. I had some problems with it. I'll tell you that right now.
That sounds like shit.
I mean, it
right?
The tag, I didn't like the tag. The tag sucked. Your beat tag,
perfect.
Your beat tag sucked right there. Like when it came in, for some reason, it sounded like once the tag came in, everything got crushed. It got squashed together. So I did not like the tag. The drums, I think, could have been a little more punchy, in my opinion. I feel like the drums could have been more punchy. The freaking sample and stuff like that, the arrangement and the ear tickle was definitely there. Your sound selection was on point. I will say that. I'll say your sound, like, it had that vibe to it. It definitely was Drake, Tory Lanez type of shit, in my opinion. I definitely like that. Like I said, I was not feeling the drums, that chop at the beginning, that your tag just. You got better tag than that. You know you do. That's the old tag, probably, right?
That's why it's an old tag.
Okay.
But you know what?
But
I'm gonna go and fix the tag. I'm gonna go check the mix again. I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't sound so squashed.
But it has. Like I said, but overall, it had nice. Like I said, it was definitely like evolving. The beat did evolve compared to the beats we've been listening to. That beat, like I see some people in here just saying it's shit and it sucks because. I don't know why they're just saying it because they want to be funny, and when we see the little comment on the screen. But overall, I mean, let's say it wasn't the best beat. I'll tell you right now, it was definitely good. But I feel like the drums, the percussion instruments needed to be a little harder. In my opinion, I feel like they were soft. The pads, and all that, the ambient noises were good. Your tag sucked. Sorry, but that's what it is. Overall, I would give it 7.58. You know. In my opinion,
perfect,
because it definitely had, like I say, it evolved more. It wasn't like the same thing over and over. Like every few seconds, you had like a or like the you had them little bitty ear tickle. You had the ear tickle up in there, you know. So you definitely had that. So yeah, I give you a 7.5, 7, 8.
And you know what? And I'm gonna take that advice. I'm not at all hurt by the fact that some people might not have liked it, but you know what? The people that don't like it, there's some truth in the reason why you don't like it, and that's why I appreciate the feedback. That's what I want you guys to get out of this. Even though someone might hate the shit out of your beat, but then everyone might like it, there has to be something true in that feedback, that the reason why that someone doesn't like it. I'm going to go back, I'm going to listen to that song, and I'm going to fix those changes. I'm going to change the tag. Yeah. I'm going to focus on the mid-range. I'm going to make my song a little bit less repetitive. I'm going to work on the... That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna go do things to this song to improve.
It's same thing with me, man. With my beats, like I said, I make the tour videos showing you guys how to make beats, and I still get an ass of dislikes and hate comments about my stuff. But you think that makes me go, oh man, I'm gonna quit? No, it's just be like, okay, what don't you like? Half the time they can't ever tell me because they just hating because they mad at the success I'm doing and how much value I'm giving to you guys and showing you love and help you guys out. That's why they hating on me. That's one reason. But if it really does suck for a certain reason, let me know what's wrong with, like, did my drums suck? Like, I had one dude, he was like, I like the beat, bro, but I think the 808 didn't fit with the beat. Cool. Okay, next time I made a beat like that, I changed the 808 sample. You gotta take it with a grain of salt, you know. Nobody trying to hurt your feelings or bring you down. We're all trying to build you guys up. Cause I said, I want all you motherfuckers to be making thousands of dollars off your beats a day. You know, fuck McDonald's, fuck Burger King, fuck working there, fuck drive-thrus and all that. We want to all be in the studio 24/7 making that money. That's what we're trying to give you guys. Trying to be guys out. But anyway, next up is randomize. Yeah, but your beats did suck, Sicky, by the way. Randomize.
Thanks. I'm gonna quit making music. I'm gonna go like jump off a cliff.
No, man. I can't run the business by myself, man. You my partner for life, man.
Take my computer with me.
Just jump off. Now leave me the hard drive. You can jump off. Now, but anyway, A1 Element. You are next. Your beat is called This Night MP3. A1 Element. Alrighty, here we go. Okay. Somebody said I did that South Park. You hear me? All right. I gotta say I did not like the kicker 808. Yeah, sorry. You're fine. Right there, I can already say that kicker 808. I mean, the kicker 808 just did not work for me whatsoever.
The kick was extremely loud. 808.
The beat was
so low that it didn't exist.
The beat was low to me. Like, I don't know about you, but the beat low to you? The beat sounded low to me.
Like the loudness, quietness thing?
Yeah, like did it sound like? I mean, it didn't sound
See,
mastered.
I'm not. If it's like absurdly low, like I'm not changing my headphone loudness right now when I'm listening to the beat. So if it's like really low, then yeah. But I really don't care. Like that one guy with the clipping beat was a little bit different, but like I'm not really paying that attention to the mastering.
But you don't want to, have to constantly keep changing your dang volume.
Yeah, that's why I'm not touching it. That's why I'm not touching it, so I can get a gauge. But
if I gotta change my volume, I'm just not. I'm not in the mood for it. But the kick and 808 just didn't do nothing for me. Like it just sounded squashed, lifeless, plain Jane. In my opinion, and mix wise, they didn't cohese with each other. Melody, what do you thought about the melody?
I think there was like halfway through the beat somewhere. We're gonna play it again here. There's like a lead underneath that's you hear the lead underneath at 51 seconds that's playing over top of the other one, which is a great example of what it sounds like when there's too many chefs. So you're trying to play a pluck melody with the sounds that's going to get people's attention right away, and then you have this like sine wave lead sound underneath that's also going to cut through the mid range, which people are also going to want to pay attention to, and it just sounds like really confusing. It's like having like two people talking right into your ears and you're trying to figure out who you want to listen to, because you can only listen to one.
Exactly. I like there's one part that it changed up that was pretty nice when I heard it had a different sound in there. It was nice. Overall melody, I think it was kind of repetitive in my opinion. I think it's
definitely very repetitive.
That you heard that pluck the whole time. That got kind of boring. The ear tickle. There was one part in the ear tickle that got me in the beat. It broke down. It had like a different sound. It caught my ear. That was never nice. I don't know what you feel about that. You said the intro. What do you mean?
Listen. Let me play one more time. The
intro was not. I mean, the intro. What happened? Did it work?
It's not playing.
What?
Oh, there it is.
You broke it. You didn't broke it. It did.
Okay, so the brass was cool. The filterness was cool. Mm-hmm. You know what would sound cool? If you kept the same filtered out intro, but then when it comes in, after that filtered out section, you change it up completely. Oh, keep the same key and all that, but then it changes completely, and there's no drums, and there's a bass and a lead that's very simple. That would create difference, and it would create interest. That would be a way of arranging your songs better. Sound selection, the sounds kind of worked and they kind of didn't. They were kind of like weak. The sounds worked, but they were kind of weak sounding sounds. If you know what I mean.
They sound like default basic sounds you get out. Everybody's favorite synth, whatever, Nexus, Electrics, whatever it is. It just sounded like you just picked one, didn't do no process, didn't do no changing, no turning knobs. You just kind of just picked it, used the vanilla sound, and went on about your business. I didn't like that. Marketability, I personally don't think anybody would get by that. I mean, it just sounded like, like local, maybe, up and coming young guy who don't really care, maybe. But far as like, you're trying to sell to somebody who's serious about the music, I don't feel like it would do that.
I don't think it. I think if you worked on a couple of those, I'll tell you what you need to improve. Your 808 was really low. Bring it up in an octave and limit it or something that'll kind of like keep it right up in your face, but make it quiet, but it's still like, flat. That'll keep it, at least you can hear it, and then layer a punchy kick drum. Because when you have a very heavy bass sound, you want to compensate it with a very punchy sound. So you have this low end, but then you have that like
that low mid upper range kick drum, not the kick drums that have a lot of low end fucking content. Yeah, just like I said, low mid upper range kind of kick drum, them snappy snares, them ball puncher snares.
Marketability, I think it sounds okay right now where you can, if you worked on the mix and you worked on simplifying, not having too many things happening in your beat, you can definitely make it easier for an artist to see them. Because when you have too much stuff happening, the artist's like, well, this guy's trying to like do like 20 different lead lines on top of it. It's like, who's someone going to want to listen to this lead melody, or are they going to want to listen to me? You don't believe me? Go listen to a couple of other songs, and you'll see how often you won't hear a producer going crazy on the piano with like a guitar solo kind of a lead. You will never hear it on a big song.
Yeah, like, if y'all just have big songs, very simple.
Or when vocals are playing, at least.
I would say very simple,
But overall, I think I would give you like a 5 out of 10.
5.56 to me.
Huh?
5.56 to me. I mean, like I enjoyed it, but I mean, like I said, it needed some work, in my opinion. It did. Definitely, it definitely has potential, which, nothing wrong with that. I'll see that.
But we've been going for like 2 hours, so do you think we should?
I mean, I'm fine.
Wrap it up?
I'm fine. It's up to you. We've been going live for 1 hour and 51 minutes. It's up to you. I know you're a busy man. I can't keep you busy. Now I'm a busy man too. Like, we did kind of start the podcast late because we've both been working our asses off on the website, which you need to go check out below, which is linked below. We can definitely do another beat review later this week if you want to, man, if you're up for it.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, this is. I think I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the beat review. Like, doing it this way, people get a lot more. Let's do. How about we do one more? I'm gonna randomize one more.
One last one. Okay, sounds good.
And then we'll do like if you. I know your schedule's busy. You got stuff to do. You're a busy man. But if people like it, if we get a bunch of thumbs up on this video, how about this? If we get how many?
I want 75. There's like 80 people in here. If we get 75.
If we get 75 likes right now, if you guys will hit that like button, we would definitely do another beat review tomorrow. If you can do it. If you can do it, Sicky.
What's tomorrow? Monday?
Monday. Are you busy Monday? I know. What day can you do? What days can you do? I know you can't do Tuesday and Thursdays.
Let's
do. We'll do one during the week. We'll do one during the week.
One during the week. Sounds good to me. I just got to figure out my schedule. But we'll make sure it happens this week. But only if you get me 75 likes. So we're at 38.
Y'all better smash. Y'all better smash the damn like button right now. Share it with your mama. We got a dislike, so we ain't doing it now. It's done. Y'all fucked up. Whoever hit the dislike just fucked the game up. Just goddamn. How did it go from 32 to 52 that quick? What the fuck?
Well, you know what? Hey, let's keep going. Come on. And you know what? If we
get 70, that's 20 away. There's 20 more people. All you gotta do is hit that like button. We'll do another beat review during the week, and we'll do, like I said, straight beat review, no talking, just get to the beat review. Y'all can get to it. We're gonna do one more beat, and then
one more beat. Well, we're going for 75. 75 is a magic number. You get us to 75,
we'll do it.
I'll clear my schedule because I got a lot of stuff to do, but I'll make sure it happens that this week I make some time
to do another hour to 2 hour beat review for you guys, like we're doing now, randomized, no screen test. I'm hit the randomize button, click. Wow, two people just disliked it. People,
I don't care.
Yeah, people are fucking y'all, so y'all better y'all better make a fake account real quick. Random, click.
All right, what's the next song?
And wow, he got lucky. Rookie got lucky.
I love his name, Beaterino, Long Reno, Beaterino, Reviewer Reno. That's how you name a title.
And then I'm mad at his beat names in calligraphy.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna say Wing Chong
Chinese over here.
MP3. All right, Rookie.
Look at somebody shit today.
Happy ending.
Let's
do it. Here we go. Let's play the beat.
Let's.
Slim makes this shit.
You know what? I'm gonna say it right now. I give that beat an 8.5 or 9 out of 10. And I've heard some of the other beats from Rookie. I really like that one.
He takes advice well. I would say that right now. Rookie is one of the people, he's a true soldier, day one on my stream person, which I like that. They said I like that. He takes it, but every time I give him advice for his beats, I guarantee you, hands fucking down, in his next beat he sends in, is gonna have that change into it. And right then, I think last time I told him, I said, you need to switch your beats up and do more with the sample. And he did that. He literally, he really did that. I
really like the guitar loop.
Yeah,
or whatever that was.
That fucking sample was like, I hate sampling because I can't sample. I'm telling you guys, I can sample, but I don't like doing it. But hearing people sample and doing better than me, I'm happy. I love that. That guitar was nice. I like the part where it said doom doom. That little ear tickle right there. And me, that was that ear tickle right there. I like that. I definitely like that. And I still felt like you could have did more with the sample, in my opinion. I feel like you could have did some like more effects, maybe flanger filters, something, cut the lows, filter it out. I do believe you should start doing that more because hearing just a straight sample, don't make, like I said, my philosophy about samples, even though I don't sample, don't make the sample noticeable. Don't make it too noticeable. Make it to where, you can tell it's a sample, but it has a little bit of to it. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of But he definitely.
All right, so
yeah.
Before you go any farther, we've hit 75.
Yep. So we got.
How does Wednesday? Let's do this Wednesday.
All right. So does Wednesday work for you guys? Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern time, usually, or 5:30, however we do it. When SIKKY get his ass off the fucking bed, always fucking working on music late at night. You stop that shit. Get some sleep. How about Wednesday this week? I'll go ahead and set on my schedule. I have nothing planned Wednesdays. So we're good. We will do another beat review like this one, randomized with you guys.
But it will only be for like an hour. It'll be randomly selected. So send as many beats as you want. We're only gonna listen to one. We're only gonna listen to a few of them.
We'll make it quicker too. We'll go through it quicker as well. This is like our first experiment. I think we overdid it, but we want to give y'all the best possible results. We like this is the beat lounge. We want to make sure your beats are good. But anyway, back to Rookie. Yeah, man, I like the sample. The sample is dope. Melody, I can't really say something about the melody because it was a sample beat.
It was a sample. You know what? And when the drums came in, I think the sample might have changed. The only real problem there's two things I think he could change. I don't know if there's like two basses playing at the same time or the actual bass sound that you used just had extra harmonics that were out of key that would kind of wobble the sound up. But Rookie, I would suggest you take the bass melody that you have and layer and use some other VS, a very simple, use boo bass, use whatever. And then what else? The clap sample that you had layered to the snare drum. I think, I don't know if it's layered or something or whatever. Maybe add a different sample, a bigger sample. Send me a message. Maybe I can find a sample for you, and I'll send it over. But overall, I really liked it. There was nothing that was conflicting. The melody with the guitar was really dope. Nothing was trying to show off.
He kept it simple. He kept it simple. A simple, dope melody, and some nice drums, some nice boom bap drums. I felt like the drums could have hit harder, in my opinion. I feel like when I hear sample beats, I'm always comparing them to like Ninth Wonder and people and Jay Dilla and people like that. So when I hear their drums just like their drums are slamming. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like overpowered. It's like it has that right amount of punch and knocks and kind of vintage sound. I'm not a sample person, so I don't know. So don't quote me on that. But I'm saying, I feel like the drums could have hit a little harder. I feel like that's one area you're still lacking in. So definitely, I don't know if it's the samples or it's just you're mixing. I don't know, but definitely work that out.
Originality, I think it was original. I've never heard that sample before. It was like that, I never heard Spain guitar.
I never heard the sample. I can't say really it's original because I've heard sample beats like that. I haven't heard that sample, but I can't say it's original. I say it's just a dope sample. My phone just cut off. So sorry if I disappear. My phone just cut off. But I'm sorry, but I just felt like it was just another sample beat. It wasn't super original. It wasn't, but it was definitely nice. It was nice nonetheless because sample dope. But like I said, there's many other sample beats that sound like that out there, in my opinion. So that's
right now his kick, for sound selection, his kick drum was kind of like knocky, but I think it could be heavy. So Rookie, maybe try layering a heavier sample underneath with your kick drum. Maybe that might, like something that's not bright, but something that's more low end focused.
Yeah.
Right. And something that's not like an 808, but like a live kick drum that's super heavy. Or just take the kick drum you have and pitch it down 3 semitones and see what that sounds like. Also, the snare drum, find a different snare drum. I think this one was really like, it was sharp. Pitch it down. Maybe that might work. Marketability, you give that out to any one of the producer or artists out in Vancouver. Yeah. Definitely, they'll pick up on that.
That's definitely like, I mean, I would buy that. I would, if I would buy that. You could say, like I said, them old hip hop heads, even people who like that style of music, hands down, that's gonna sell. New York up north type style. If you were in America, man, around up north New York area, stuff like that, that beat would go. It been gone the day you making the studio. Someone walked in and said, "Hey, bruh, track outs now."
It sounds like it sounds like if you went to like an Italian pizzeria, like for like a gang member.
Yeah, there you go. Honestly, that could be in a film. I could say that like in a film, like an intro to something like them walking, like a dude walking in somewhere, or an outro to a film. I could hear that in the film. Real talk, like that's no. See, that's what I'm talking about. That beat can be used for music, film. I don't know, probably video games, like some Red Dead Redemption type shit. But definitely I liked it. I give him an 8. I say 8.
I give him an 8. I probably give him an 8.5.
I give him an 8. I say straight up 8. I don't give a damn. It was fucking, it was beautiful.
But anyways, that was the last song for today.
For today, I mean, but like I said, we are gonna be doing, like I said, since you guys really enjoyed it, we had a big turnout today. Just because of that, SIKKY, go ahead and paste that coupon code in the chat for them guys. Paste this coupon code, and I'm gonna put it in. You paste it, and I'm gonna put in the chat. We got a coupon code for you guys. You can go to our new website, link below. We're working on it. We got some free products. So we have a drum loop. We have some drum loops for free.
A vinyl drum kit.
Drum kit. We have a silent bank for free, and we have a starter drum kit for you guys as well. So we got a ton of
rap drum kit.
Yeah, I mean, straight up free. You can go ahead and download right now. Show your support. Get that free stuff. And also, we got our best sellers. We have sales going on. Coupon code we're gonna give to you right now. There's the coupon code. I'm gonna put it in. How much is that off? 20%.
20%.
20% off. Fuck yeah. Give me that. Use coupon. Use code. Let's see. Type it right here. I'm putting it in the description for anybody who wanna get 20% off. Use code this. Bam. There you go. There go a coupon code for you guys. Hope you guys like that. Love that. Definitely, like I said, go get that free stuff. Go on our website. We got a bunch of free stuff we want to give you guys away because you guys have been asking for it, and we got to, give it to you. Mm-hmm. So support us with that. Hope you guys enjoy. We had a blast. This was actually fun. Doing beat reviews was definitely fun. Like, we might do this like every Sunday. We might do like our main topic and then do a little beat review. But then, like I said, since you guys gave us 77 likes on this video, the most liked video that we've done so far podcast, we're going to be doing this Wednesday. We're going to be doing another podcast, not podcast, but beat review just for you guys, giving you the hard, real facts. So hope you guys enjoyed. Like always, thank you guys for coming out. Go to our website, get that free stuff, purchase some stuff, use that coupon code. Thank you guys. Leave your questions, comments, anything. If you got any questions for topics in the future for next Sunday, leave them in the description. Tell us what you want to talk about. We definitely will do that and help you guys out and best can. So, like always, you know who it is. It's your boy Slim, and
I am SIKKY Beats.
That motherfucker right there. And we just want to say, thank you guys for coming out once again. Like always, you already know we are not motivated by the money, but the like, comments, subscribes, and views. And we definitely thank you for the likes. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy, and we will see you guys in the next stream. Have a good one, everybody.